On, lads, she's coming. Is she going to dance on stage like Theresa May? They're all getting to their feet, and here she is, waving with one hand. Hands together, look serious. Smile and wave. Wave and smile. Approach podium.
Thank you.
Genuflect before flags. I made that last bit up. For now. And sit back and enjoy.
You have supported me, you have stood by me, you have enabled me to achieve more than I ever dreamed. You are my family, in many ways, quite literally. I married the deputy chairman of my association, and I...
Spoiler alert, it's a victory lap.
I love this party for
without
what it has
any
given
victory.
me, because we are the only party that has the vision, the courage and the competence to tear up a broken political model, deliver a new blueprint for our country, and together take Britain into an era of prosperity and security.
It's a very odd flex, isn't it, to move effortlessly from mentioning that you joined the party that's been in power for 14 of the last 15 years, 20 years ago, and have worked tirelessly to support it, and then describe the political system we've ended up with as broken.
While Britain was redefining what a woman is, China was building 5 nuclear reactors.
Obviously, it's a choice that all governments face, building nuclear reactors or looking at legislation surrounding LGBTQ people. You can't do both.
To lift their lives. We are fighting for small
government
business
debt.
owners,
We need to double check some of this stuff.
Under
the period she described as the deficit having been slashed, UK government debt reached the highest level it has been at since the 1960s. But, you know, here we go.
To give working men the vote, and better late than never, women too.
I think she's trying to take the credit for something there that happened in 1828, which is, I mean, it's a curious mixture of bold and inevitable, probably.
We were brave enough to take Britain out of the European Union, honouring the biggest democratic mandate in our history.
I actually loved it. To go from comparing us to Poland and wondering why Poland is performing so much better economically than we are, and then to invite a round of applause for enacting one of the main reasons why is it's genius.
All of that was us. But enough about past glories. Actually, how about one more? Conference, do you know the one thing we Conservatives have done the most throughout our history? Clear up the mess left by Labour.
Patient satisfaction with the NHS in 2010 was the highest it had ever been since records began. It's currently, I think, the lowest.
And my goodness, they are making one hell of a mess. Never in the field of human history have so many been let down by so few.
I mean, if in doubt, bowdlerize a Winston Churchill quote, I suppose.
Have delivered a homelessness minister who made her own tenants homeless, a housing secretary sacked for dodging housing taxes. You couldn't make this stuff up.
Of course, under the last 3 Conservative governments, they'd all still be in the job, and Boris Johnson would be sending out messages instructing his colleagues to form a ring around the ministers who've broken the rules, rather than getting rid of them.
Sent abroad to lie for their country. Well, at least in Peter Mandelson, they had a man of experience.
Jacob Rees-Mogg, of course, sent to Balmoral to lie to the Queen by Boris Johnson. I mean, listen, I have my views, but this is absolutely extraordinarily awful. And I think our decision at 10 o'clock this morning to discuss whether or not the Tory party is done is looking prescient. I've done it silly. I've left it so long, we can't really pull out now. Also, I presume a division is on the way, isn't it? As opposed to just the critique of, I don't know, Keir Starmer for not having cleared up the mess he inherited yet. So I think, and apologies for this, I promise I'll be particularly charming and hilarious when we come back at the end of this. But we're going to have to listen to all of it.
We will cancel their vindictive tax on education. Vicky knows what's coming. We will scrap their tax on family farms.
That'll be the VAT on school fees.
Andrew,
and the inheritance tax still being half what other companies have to pay.
Tax on family businesses.
It's more inheritance tax cuts.
And we will reverse the terrible measures in Angela Rayner's unemployment bill, written by the unions, for the unions, a bill that will wrap firms in red tape, cost business £5 billion, and make Angela Rayner probably one of the last people in Britain to ever be legally sacked.
When she says unions, it's always important to remember that that translates as workers as opposed to wealth or owners. I don't know why I bother explaining
unwinding
this stuff. Does anyone in that room understand it?
We are conservatives.
You know you've got a loyal listenership, James, right, Steve, when you can play out this drivel and know that people will stay tuned.
Conference, we are going to free the police to protect the public, not to chase political correctness.
We're going to probably spend half an hour working out a million different ways to say, but all of the problems you're describing were created by you and your colleagues, aren't we?
The more people we stop, the more people we search, the more knives we take off the streets.
I don't know why I bother, but it was Theresa May who explained to the Police Federation that cutting police numbers wouldn't affect crime or crime detection.
To make things work better. We will reverse this act of educational vandalism, and we will make sure that brilliant schools and teachers have the freedom to do what they do best, teach.
I know I'm repeating myself, but this is actually surreal. So you describe a country being broken, and all you've got to do by way of a vision is to promise to undo all of the things that the new person has done, which aren't even much anyway.
Spread the word that the Conservatives are bringing back the high street.
Hey. Bringing back the high street, baby!
Is growth. We are losing our farming industry. We are losing our fishing industry. These are the foundations of a strong economy, and they are going all because we chose a slogan of net zero over a serious strategy for a stronger economy and a better environment. So I am saying enough. I am reversing this.
Net zero, one of the biggest sort of platforms of David Cameron's leadership of the Conservative Party, which began in the year that Kemi Badenoch told us at the beginning of this week she joined the party. I wonder if it's a bit like Withnell and I going on holiday and she joined the Conservatives by accident.
The Climate Change Act. Conference, the next Conservative government will abolish stamp duty on your home.
You don't pay stamp duty, do you?
I thought you'd like that one.
Under £500,000. Isn't that already exempt from stamp duty? But they're literally, I mean, OK, well, it's very, very good news for anybody who's got a house worth £1.5 million or above. It's extremely good news. So I guess thank you. That's great. I'm precisely the kind of person you should be giving money to.